Greetings and welcome to another impressions video here at My Xbox and Me. My name is Amy and today we're going to be talking about the closed beta for Blackout, the Battle Royale mode in the upcoming Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Okay, so imagine the gameplay mechanics of a Battle Royale. Survival on a large map stuffed full of other players as an ever-decreasing deadly circle closes in and forces you into smaller and smaller areas. Now, imagine those mechanics combined with the core first-person shooting gameplay of a Call of Duty title. That, in a nutshell, is the Blackout experience. The shooting mechanics feel so damn good in Blackout, mostly because they've been refined over the course of the past 14 years to near perfection. Whatever else you can say about each annual release of Call of Duty, this is the series that has mostly perfected its first-person shooting. By translating this to the Battle Royale genre, Treyarch have crafted an incredibly slick gameplay experience that feels wonderful to play. The shooting feels as wonderful here as it has done in previous Call of Duty, so I won't dwell on it too much here. After all, I've spoken loudly about my love of COD's first-person shooting for years now, and there's really not a lot more I can add, other than to keep declaring its excellence year after year. But it's how it translates to the Battle Royale arena, which is becoming more and more crowded as the days and weeks go by, that truly makes Blackout stand head and shoulders above its genre stablemates. This is the most immediately satisfying Battle Royale game I've ever played. It plays exactly like a competitive first-person shooter, which makes it ridiculously simple to just pick up, play, and actually feel like you've got a shot at a hard-won victory. Blackout follows the same basic formula of the genre. You dive into a large map filled with 87 other players who are trying to be the last person standing, looting weapons and equipment as you go to give yourself the best loadout possible and the best chance of survival as the nebulous and deadly circle closes in on you, herding all surviving players closer and closer together until there's only one left alive. If you've played a Battle Royale game before, it'll be an incredibly familiar set of circumstances you'll find yourself in. Treyarch hasn't been afraid to throw its own twists into the mix, however, with some really clever adaptations of existing Call of Duty mechanics coming into play during matches. Chief amongst them is the way the perks are handled. In a traditional Call of Duty multiplayer experience, players unlock perks as they gain experience and level up through matches, abilities designed to give them an edge and tailor their avatars to suit their playstyles. In Blackout, perks are found in the environment in the same way as weapons and gear are one-use consumables that confer their advantages over a limited time. You can use these abilities to temporarily move faster, hold your breath longer, increase the volume of enemy footsteps, and so much more. It's a really great system implemented in a novel way, allowing you to give yourself an advantage at crucial moments during your bid for survival. Similarly, you're able to find equipment that goes beyond the standard guns, ammo, health and armour of the traditional Battle Royale experience. Remote control cars, razor wire, grapple guns and more are yours for the taking, adding a whole extra dynamic to the traditional run, hide, shoot and loot gameplay of a typical Battle Royale. Both of these mechanics are very thoughtfully included and both add depth to the gameplay experience, both keeping you on your toes as you grapple with your enemies and adding interesting and dynamic new ways to survive and come out on top. There are also a multitude of different weapons, each divided into different categories and each customizable with sight scopes and various other attachments, though each individual weapon doesn't really feel very different from the others of the same type. If you've picked up one assault rifle, then chances are you won't need to worry about whether switching to another will strengthen your arsenal or not. The sound effects are, as always in a Call of Duty game, completely on point here in Blackout. They're given extra weight by how crucial they are to your survival chances. The directional audio is incredibly well done. It's easy to figure out where another player is based on their footsteps, and just as easy to differentiate what kind of ground they're walking on, and the same goes for gunshots. Again, you're also able to differentiate between different types of guns being fired really easily. Even distance is fairly easy to judge with Blackout's excellent sound design, giving you the ability to figure out how far away sounds are, as well as which direction they're coming from. It's a small but crucial feature that can really help you succeed in a match if you pay attention, and Blackout nails it. The only gripe I have with Blackout is the announcer. It feels like it's constantly calling out when the circle is collapsing, when supply drops are incoming, and a host of other information that you can get from environmental audio cues or just being generally mindful of how the game mechanics work. It felt like I was constantly being harassed by an unnecessary voice in my ear who would constantly start chattering away at the most inopportune moment, usually when I was hunting or being hunted and my ability to listen for footsteps, doors, gunshots, or other audible cues was thwarted. It sounds like a small gripe, and it probably is, to be fair, but the announcer cost me a few deaths, which is frustrating considering his presence is pretty much unnecessary to begin with. In the end, though, the Blackout beta has me eagerly anticipating the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 in a way I wasn't previously. Given that this is generally the goal of a beta in the modern day, which is less a technical test and more a glorified demo to build hype for an imminent release, it's done its job. Blackout has been my favourite Battle Royale experience yet, and my relatively short time with the beta has only left me hungry for more.